Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market, a subcompact sedan from Toyota, the Vios 1.5G CVT, and a full-size pickup from Ford, the F-150 Lariat, plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two pickup trucks, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin versus the Isuzu D-Max Boondock. On Autopedia, we'll talk everything about brakes, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall add the Kia Stodic Ride and Drive event as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Toyota. The Toyota Vios, proudly made in the Philippines, is the country's best-selling passenger car. This edition of Car Review takes a look at the top-of-the-line variant of the latest iteration of the Vios, the 1.5G CVT.
Toyota Motor Philippines unveiled the latest update of its best-selling subcompact passenger car, the Vios, back in the middle of 2020, among the first vehicles to be launched digitally amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The latest makeover of the Vios emphasized the low and wide stance of the four-door, five-seater sedan that stands 4,425mm long, 1,730mm wide, and 1,475mm tall, and with a 2,550mm wheelbase. The new look of Vios is an eye-catcher with its glossy black front grille, flanked by faux side air ducts housing the round LED for lamps. The top-of-the-line variant, the 1.5G CVT, gets three-tiered LED headlamps with LED daytime running lights with line guide, LED rear combination lamps, color-keyed power retractable side view mirrors with integrated turn signal lights, chrome grip-type outside door handles, sporty 16-inch alloy wheels, and fin-type antenna. Getting into the G variant is quite easy and convenient with the smart entry system. The cozy interior is made more comfortable with the flat floor in the rear, providing lots of legroom. The ergonomic dash features soft and elegant-looking materials and a sporty multi-information instrument panel. The leather upholstered steering wheel comes with controls for the audio system. The 7-inch touchscreen display for the entertainment system sits atop the large vents for the automatic air conditioning system. The infotainment system plays CDs and MP3 through 6 speakers and comes with a web link for iOS and Android devices with Bluetooth, USB, and aux connectivity. The G variant also comes with speed-setting power door locks and power windows. A push of the button starts the 1,496cc 4-cylinder 16-valve double overhead cam engine with dual VVTi and electronic fuel injection on the G variant. The engine generates 107 PS at 6,000 revolutions per minute and an impressive 140 Nm of torque that maxes out at 4,200 RPM. The G variant comes with either a 5-speed manual transmission or continuous variable transmission or CVT. The Vios 1.5G CVT gives a lot of added options to drivers as it comes with eco and sport drive modes, as well as paddles behind the steering wheel for the sequential shifter. With either MT or CVT, the G variant of the Vios is a fun, comfortable, and safe drive, especially with driver assist technologies that include vehicle stability control, hill start assist, which is great for steep inclines, an anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution. Adding to the convenience of driving the G variant is the back monitor that facilitates safe parking in tight spaces. The G variant also comes with dual airbags for driver and front passenger seat, side airbags plus a credit shield, and knee protector for the driver. All of the new Vios variants also comes with 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner and force limiter with drive and front seat passenger, 3-point seatbelts for each of the 3 passengers in the rear, child lock protection, and high mount stop lamp. The G variants also feature the Toyota Vehicle Security System with alarm and immobilizer.
During the launch of the latest Vios iteration, Toyota said that with all the improvements in the features, technologies, and overall driving and riding experience, the Vios remains to be a practical and smart choice for individuals looking for a reliable daily driver that's easy to own, use, and maintain. It's hard to argue against that. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Make looking good easy with the Mirage G4. Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
Welcome back to Autofocus, and we now have the latest auto industry news.
Isuzu vehicle owners in Cavite now have a second dealership to go to for preventive maintenance, service, and other needs. Isuzu Bacoor, located along Molina Boulevard, is now open. Showcasing the new Isuzu Outlet Standard design, Isuzu Bacoor features a showroom that can display 4 light commercial vehicles and, more importantly, a service shop with 13 bays for light commercial vehicles and 2 CV bays for commercial vehicles, including big tractor head trucks. Isuzu Bacoor is the 11th dealership of Isuzu Automotive Dealership Inc. or IADI, fully owned by AC Motors of the Ayala Corp. A simple ceremony attended by Isuzu Philippines Corporation President Hajime Koso and Executive Vice President Shojiro Sakoda, AC Motors President Antonio Zara, IADI Chief Operating Officer Alex Baguio, Isuzu Bacoor Branch Head Valence Mauricio marked the official opening of Isuzu's latest dealership. IADA aims to capture one of the fastest growing markets for LCVs in the region with opening more dealership and service centers in Cavite. IADI said Isuzu Bacoor with the Imus branch will cater to northern Cavite customers, while a new dealership planned to be established in Dasmariñas City will cater to southern municipalities of the province. Toyota Motor Philippines has pioneered the selling of hybrid vehicles locally, starting with the Prius. It is selling the Prius locally as well as hybrid variants of the new Corolla Altis, the Corolla Cross. Despite Toyota's success in selling hybrid vehicles in the US and other parts of the world, many local buyers are still reticent about hybrid vehicles, perhaps owing to a belief in a number of myths. And Toyota wants to bust some of these myths. Toyota says electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles are not the same. Battery electric vehicles or BEVs operate on only one power source, the battery that powers the electric motor or motors, while the hybrid electric vehicle or HEVs run on a combination of petrol engine and an electric motor. This leads to myth number 2. Toyota says hybrids do not need to be plugged in to be charged. They are self-charging through the motion and braking of the car. This is called regenerative braking, and is what makes hybrids unique and extra convenient as electrified vehicles, it adds. Toyota says hybrid vehicles are as easy to maintain as conventional ones. Hybrids just need to be brought to local Toyota dealers for its preventive maintenance service or PMS. While usage circumstances still play a key role, hybrid batteries don't need any special maintenance on top of PMS, it adds. Toyota offers a 5-year warranty on hybrid batteries on its local hybrid offerings, although it adds that hybrid batteries are designed to last the lifetime of the car with proper care and maintenance. Toyota says hybrid vehicle shuts off power once in contact with water. It's no different in terms of safety from a conventional vehicle, since both hybrids and conventional vehicles have their engines at similar heights from the ground, it adds. Hybrids are a lot more affordable now and are priced competitively against conventional gas counterparts, says Toyota. And since hybrid vehicles are very fuel efficient, owners can save a lot on gas expenses in the long run. If you know how to drive a conventional vehicle, then you know how to drive a hybrid, says Toyota. The hybrid system is very intelligent and automatically switches between EV and gas mode to give you the most out of your fuel. If you're planning to take advantage of Kia Philippines' red-hot deals for the Grand Carnival, the Sorento, and the Picanto, get them now. Those deals are only available until the last day of March, says Kia. This month, Kia Philippines has been offering the Sorento with as much as 430,000 peso discount, Picanto with a very low monthly of 8,499 pesos, and the Kia Carnival at just 1,599,000 pesos. Aside from these red tag deals for the Sorento, Picanto, and Carnival, Kia is also very easy to acquire deals for the other models in its local lineup. Kia is enticing buyers with a 430,000 peso discount for the premium Sorento EX4x4, which is a steal at 1,765,000 pesos. Until the end of March, the EX4x2 variant can be had for 1,525,000 pesos. The price for the Kia Carnival LX 11-seater has been marked down to 1,599,000 pesos, a 396,000 peso discount. The mid-variant EX is offered at 1,799,000 pesos, while the top-of-the-line EX 7-seater is just pegged at 1,999,000 pesos. One can own the Kia Picanto LX manual with a 8,499 all-in monthly term. Prices for the LX automatic has been slashed to 549,000 pesos. The EX manual to 599,000 pesos and the EX automatic to 699,000 pesos. Visit any one of the more than 40 Kia dealerships around the country to check out Kia's red hot deals for March. Suzuki Philippines has launched X-Star Genuine Oils, lubricants specially formulated to optimize performance and efficiency of Suzuki engines for automobile, motorcycles, and marine applications. During the launch, Suzuki pointed out the advantages of using X-Star Genuine Oil. X-Star Genuine Oil formulations create the high performance and meet several fuel economy standards for Suzuki engines. Suzuki expects use of the newly formulated X-Star oils to lessen fuel consumption by up to 5%. X-Star products also have innovative lubricating technology that achieves thermal stability and provides ultimate engine technology even when starting in cold climates. They also help keep engine free from sludge and deposits, prolonging engine life. For automobiles, Suzuki offers the X-Star fully synthetic 0W20 and the semi-synthetic 5W30 engine oils. For motorcycles, there is the fully synthetic R900 10W40 40MA2, which is good for big bikes, backbone, and underbone motorcycles. Then there is the 40 R5000 10W40MA, also for big bikes, backbone, and underbone motorcycles. For scooters, there is the 4AT R5000 10W40MB. For Suzuki Marine engines, there is the 10W30 mineral oil, which is applicable for 4-stroke outboard motors.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions: the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile TV and online magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head. Special edition pickups are known to drive sales to the delight of manufacturers and distributors. This edition of Head to Head features the new kids on the block, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin against the Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual.
There seems to be a formula for coming up with special edition pickups. Lift suspension for higher ground clearance, add bigger tires and custom wheels, strap on lots of muscular cladding, choose cool name with matching graphics and decals, load pickup with the latest in cool and functional tech. Let's check out two special edition pickups in the local market, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin 4x4 automatic and the Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual, and see how they use the formula. The BT50 Pangolin is a mid-size double cab pickup that is 5,365mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,821mm at its highest point. It boasts a 3,220mm long wheelbase, a minimum ground clearance of 237mm, and a weighting depth of 800mm. The cargo box is 1,549mm long, 1,560mm wide, and 513mm deep. The D-Max Boondock is 5,295mm long, 1,860mm wide, and 1,900mm tall. The wheelbase measures 3,095mm long, and minimum ground clearance is placed at 247mm. The cargo bed measures 1,485mm long, 1.53 meters wide, and 0.558 meters high. The most distinguishable feature of the Pangolin is the graphics on both its sides, depicting the endangered species of anteaters endemic to Palawan, from whence it gets its name. Second is the special 17-inch black finish Rota alloy wheels exclusive to the BT50, which is wrapped by 265/65 R17 tires. The Pangolin also features halogen headlamps, front fog lamps, body color front grille, rain sensing wipers, body color side mirrors that comes with power fold and electric adjust function, as well as black side steps, steel sports bar with LED brake light, aluminum roof rack, fender flares with black rivets, and the bed liner. The D-Max Boondock also features decals and graphics representing its name, a silhouette of Mount Apo. It rolls on 265/70 R17 all-terrain tires wrapped around 17-inch matte black alloy wheels. Other external features include bi-LED projector headlamps with integrated daytime running lamp, dark gray radiator grille, engine hood garnish, front bumper guard, lip type over fender, side molding, and steel honeycomb side stepboards, rear LED combination lamps, and high mount stop lamp. The Pangolin's powered by a 5-cylinder 3.2-liter intercooled turbodiesel DOHC 20-valve engine that generates a maximum 200 PS at 3,000 revolutions per minute and 470 Nm from 1,750 to 2,500 RPM. It comes with a 4x4 drivetrain and 6-speed automatic transmission. The suspension system features front independent double wishbones and rear rigid leaf springs. The hydraulic brake system comes with vacuum servo assistant and front ventilated discs and rear drums. The Boondock is powered by a 4-cylinder blue-powered diesel engine, a turbocharger and intercooler that generates 177 PS at 3,600 revolutions per minute and 380 Nm of torque at 1,800 to 2,800 RPM. The power is transmitted to 2 or 4 wheels via a 6-speed manual transmission with gear shift indicator. It comes with a terrain command select dial that for easy shifting from 2 to 4 wheel drive even up to 100 km per hour. The Boondock's suspension system features independent double wishbones with coil springs in front and semi-elliptical leaf springs in the rear, with both using monotube nitrogen-charged shock absorbers. The brakes uses ventilated discs in front and rear leading and trailing drums. The BT50 Pangolin cabin features leather-covered seats for 5, shift knob, and steering wheel that comes with controls for functions that include cruise control. It comes with remote keyless entry, dual-zone automatic climate control, power windows, rear view mirror with auto-dimming function, and monitor for rear view camera. The infotainment system features a 7-inch JVC touchscreen display unit with Bluetooth, USB port, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto compatibility, and 6 speakers. The D-Max Boondock comes with perforated leather seats. The front bucket seats have adjustable headrests. The seat split folds to 60/40. The dashboard is highlighted by a multi-information display. The leather-wrapped steering wheel also comes with controls for audio and other functions. Other convenience features include passive entry and push-start system, air conditioning, power window and door locks, 15 storage compartments, 10 cup holders, 12-volt accessory socket, and 3 USB charging ports. The infotainment system uses an 8-inch full-touch monitor and plays CD, DVD, radio tuner, and has Bluetooth and iPod connectivity, a navigation system, as well as an auxiliary in jack, USB port, and AVN. The BT50 Pangolin comes with a host of passive and active safety systems that include 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, 2 3-point ELR and 1 2-point ALR seatbelt for rear seat passengers. It also comes with dual airbags, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, motion detector sensor, hill descent control, and immobilizer. The D-Max Boondock also comes with a host of passive and active safety systems. These include dual airbags and ELR seatbelts for 5. The driver and front seat passenger get pre-tensioner and load limiter, child seat tethers, child-proof rear door locks, anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, brake override system, electronic stability control, traction control system, hill start assist, and hill descent control. It also comes with reverse sensors and camera.
Both the Pangolin and the Boondock check off all boxes on necessities for special pickups. Who did better is best left to the buyers.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights. it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
Humans choose more challenging paths to go up and over our biggest obstacle, ourselves. New Ford Ranger FX4 Max. Live the Ranger life.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Pre-COVID-19, group ride and drive events were a regular part of media campaigns of the car companies. The pandemic put a stop to that. But with quarantine restrictions easing, ride and drive should return. Kia Philippines is among the first to experiment with group ride and drives in the new normal.
Media ride and drives are back. One of the best ways for auto manufacturers and distributors to get the word out about their latest vehicles is getting a bunch of motoring journalists together on a road trip. It gives auto companies a chance to showcase their latest vehicles in settings that emphasize their best attributes. It also gives motoring media great opportunities to share, discuss, and refine perceptions and opinions of the new offerings in the market. The COVID-19 pandemic forced auto companies to set aside planned road trips last year. But with restrictions being eased and by complying with health protocols, Kia Philippines is the first to hold a media ride and drive to showcase the Stonic, the subcompact crossover that has been making waves since its launch late last year.
We're having the Kia Stonic Ride and Drive. There's a program for our media friends, and we're doing it today, February, so that we can show the features of the latest member of our Kia family. This is the 11th model that we have in our lineup. The Kia Stonic, known for many reasons to consider. It is meant and targeted for the younger generation, what we call the millennials, those who are intending or aspiring to have their first vehicle.
Kia turned to veteran race car driver and media ride and drive organizer George Ramirez to organize the event under the new normal conditions.
Well, basically this is the first COVID, or let's call it the new normal type of event. So the whole beginning part became very new to us. It's a totally new way of doing it, no?
To ensure safety against the spread of the contagion, all participants in the media ride and drive event had to undergo COVID-19 testing, and unlike in the past, pre-pandemic events where participants came together in one place to be assigned vehicles for the road trip, this time the cars came to them.
Normally they bring their cars to, let's say, BGC, and then that's the time they get into the cars. This time it's not like that. We sanitize the car, deliver it to their houses. Then they have the car for like a day to themselves before the event day. So when everyone came, they were already in the car.
And so, the one-day road trip began with participants arriving at the BGC meeting place already in their assigned Kia Stonic units. Even then, all the things they needed, including breakfast, were brought to them individually. The plan was for the convoy of Stonics to drive up to Tagaytay and arrive there in time for lunch, but the route was not that straightforward.
And then I did the usual thing that I like to do, which is to give the car a chance to show itself in all different kinds of environments, whether it be city, highway, country traffic, country mountain roads, mild mountain roads and steep mountain roads, all kinds of different environments for driving a car. Given that, our lunch place being in Tagaytay, I wanted the technical drive, which is about 3 hours long. Since there's no change driver, it's 3 hours for the one driver. So they can really have a good opportunity to test the car.
The ride and drive, well, technically, it was just a long test drive, served to highlight what Kia wants participants to see and experience on the Stonic. In essence, the great considerations for buying a Stonic.
First reason to consider this is the styling. You will see that the lines are active, very fluid, really young in terms of color. Of course, you have the advantage of this compact crossover where you have 185 millimeter ground clearance, one of the highest in its class. That's the style. The second reason to consider this is safety. You will notice that it's higher than a traditional sedan. So you come in, you sit, it gives you the height advantage over the regular sedan. The other thing to consider is safety. The 8-inch infotainment system provides for a rear view camera with a guiding light. The lines are active, so it moves as you turn around the steering. So again, another feature I want to show you would be the transmission. It comes in two variants, a manual transmission, also the automatic. But this one, even if it's designed for the urban drive, allows you to be in control of the drive, as you can go for the Triptronic function. So when you're on twisties, out of town, you can really be in control still of the whole vehicle as you go on semi-manual mode from a fully automatic.
During a lull in Tagaytay, as the media participants busied themselves with photog shots of the Stonic, Manny Aligada took time to explain how Kia is making a Stonic ownership trouble-free.
So for this vehicle, the Kia Stonic, as it is designed for the young generation, very easy to take hold of and own because of the pricing positioning of this one. So easily accessible. But the consideration doesn't end there. Not just on the acquisition, but even on the ownership. It comes with a 5-year, 160,000 kilometer warranty and free 24/7 roadside assistance when you purchase this one. And of course, we had made sure in Kia Philippines that parts will be available from the time you buy it to the time you own it to the time you enjoy it. Ownership is problem-free.
Those who like to experience driving a Stonic can schedule a test drive.
I'd like to invite everyone to come and visit our 40 dealership network all over the country. Come and visit, go for a test drive. Our dealers have been trained and prepared to welcome you. The facilities are ready. All cars for test driving have been sanitized, so it's safe. So come and visit us nationwide.
It should be interesting to see how each car company conducts group road tests in the new normal. Kia should be commended for using an abundance of caution, a catchphrase for the times in holding its first ride and drive event in the time of COVID-19.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate. So we have our second car review this week. The F-150, Ford's full-size pickup, is back. In the official lineup of Ford Philippines, that is, after around a 2-decade absence. Is the local market ready for a full-size pickup? Let's check out on one variant of the two brought in by Ford, the F-150 Lariat offers.
The Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x2 Lariat is a large and imposing presence, even just parked on local streets. 5.89 meters long, 2.029 meters wide, while not including the side mirrors, and 1.920 meters tall. Riding on a 275 by 55 R20 all-season tires, wrapped around 20-inch, 6-spoke, dark alloy painted aluminum wheels. The Lariat clears the ground by 216 millimeters. The wheelbase measures 3.683 meters long. Everything about the F-150 is imposing. Large quad-beam LED headlamps with daytime running lights, flanking a large body-colored grille with black mesh, with two body-colored thick horizontal bars, with the blue oval Ford badge in the center. Special Lariat exterior stylings include body color side mirror caps, door and tailgate handles, magnetic angular step bars, and sports box handles. The exterior mirrors are imposing not only by their size, but by their functions. Power adjustable with memory, power folding, with side turn indicators. Imposing too are the array of features that pickup owners would appreciate. LED fog lamps, LED taillights, high mount tail lamp with cargo lamp, pickup box rail and tailgate moldings, pickup box tie down hooks, drop-in bed liner, and smart trailer tow connector. The F-150 Lariat comes with an impressive powertrain, a 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 with auto start-stop technology that generates 380 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 637 Newton-meters of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via 10-speed automatic transmission with select shift. Ford has chosen to bring in the Super Crew variants for the F-150 with 4 full-size doors and lots of room inside the cabin for 5 or even 6. The 4x2 Super Crew comes in Lariat trim, the 4x4 in Platinum trim. In Lariat trim, the Super Crew 4x2 already comes with leather upholstery. The front seats can be heated or cooled and can be adjusted 10 ways electronically. The driver can set his most comfortable driving position to memory. The steering wheel also gets the leather treatment and heater function. Plus, it electronically tilts and telescopes and set to memory. Other cool interior features includes ice blue ambient lighting, dual zone automatic air conditioning, intelligent access with push button start, illuminated entry system, LED front dome and map lights, as well as the usual power windows, doors and tailgates, auto dimming rear view mirrors, sun visors with illuminated vanity mirrors. Today's motorists need to stay connected to the outside world, meaning the net for communication and entertainment. The Ford F-150 takes solutions to these needs to the next level. A large, easily readable instrument cluster features an 8-inch productivity screen between tach and speedometer. The infotainment system uses an 8-inch LCD capacitive touchscreen with Sync 3 and compatible with AppLink, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It comes with 2 smart charging USB ports and a 12-volt power point. It also comes with a navigation system with pinch to zoom function. Best of all, it plays through 10 speakers and subwoofer by Bang & Olufsen. Large and imposing on the road, the F-150 is nonetheless a breeze to drive. Depending on mood, need, or road condition, driver can choose electric power-assisted steering modes from normal, comfort, to sport. Ride and handling is helped along by a suspension system featuring independent long spindle, double wishbone with coilover shocks in front, and gas pressurized twin-tube front and staggered outdoor-mounted rear shock absorbers. The F-150 4x2 Lariat comes with a host of Ford's latest driver assist technology, including, among others, 360-degree camera with split-view display, active park assist, curve control, hill start assist, trailer sway control, rain sensing wipers. It also comes with a Ford Copilot 360 Tech, which comprise pre-collision assist with autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, blind spot information system, lane keeping system, and auto high beam headlamps. Other safety and security systems include advanced track with roll stability control, front seat side airbags, and safety canopy system with side curtain airbags and rollover sensor, individual tire pressure monitoring system, Security Lock passive anti-theft system, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, and perimeter alarm. Anybody in the market for a full-size 4x2 pickup should take a closer look at the Ford F-150 Lariat.
Ford claims the F-Series of pickup trucks is America's best-selling truck for 43 straight years and the best-selling vehicle for 38 consecutive years. Will this reputation help it sell the F-150 locally? Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we're going to be talking about brakes. Car brakes are simple enough to understand. Step on the pedal, car stops. Not much science, right? The reason it works that way is because modern braking works so flawlessly, everybody literally takes it for granted. Those things that you hear in the news that, oh, bumangga, sumemplang dahil nawala ng preno, that's not true. That almost never happens. Even on a clunky Jeep, if there is brake fluid in there somewhere, that Jeep will stop. So there's no such thing as you lose brakes. No, that's not true. And on all cars now, you have a set of these. This brake, I'll dispel the first myth. Brakes do not stop your car. No. Tires stop your car. Brakes slow your car down. But tires are the ones that do the stopping. That's myth number 1. Myth number 2, disc brakes are better than drum brakes. Loaded question, but generally, no. They work exactly the same way, and actually in some instances, drum brakes are actually better. That's why you will still see majority of the cars here have disc brakes in the front, drum brakes at the back. Even the newer ones like the Nissan Terra has still drum brakes at the back because it works. It's efficient and it's almost foolproof. Alright, myth number 3. Nangangalawang yung preno ko eh. Normal ba yun? Yes, it's very normal. The material that your brake disc is made from is cast iron. It has to be cast iron because once this metal gets hot, it becomes somewhat malleable and ductile, which causes it to grip the brake pad even more. So it's somewhat sticky in metal terms. It cannot be stainless steel, it cannot be aluminum, it cannot be plastic, it cannot be brass, and it definitely cannot be gold. So yes, if it's iron or bakal, mangangalawang yan, and that's perfectly normal. So this is what your stock disc brake looks like. Flat, pancake-looking frisbee thing. What you'll see most people put is something like this. Same size as stock, but has dimples, sometimes holes, has these slots. These are referred to as racing brake rotors. Now, the big question, will my car stop better if I put this as opposed to this one? The honest answer, if you're just driving along Metro Manila, no. Your car will not stop faster because you have this. It will look better, but no, it will not reduce your stopping distance in any way. So why bother do you have stuff like this? Well, as the name implies, racing brake disc. This comes into play once you do actual racing. With the slots and the dimples, this is a bit cooler. You will not brake any better because you have this, but it will allow you to stay on the race course longer by a lap, maybe 2 laps, and that's important in racing. Before your brake starts to fade and you have to go back to the pits. This is where this comes in. It cools down faster in a racing environment, but it will also come to a point that it will not cool down no more if you abuse the car too much. So once that happens, your brakes will start to fade, you will start to lose brakes, then that means, okay, time to stop, time to go to the pit, cool down. These are actually the other equation of braking. And if you do want better braking, easiest and fastest is just change one of these things. The brake pads. They're cheap enough, they're plentiful enough, and they're pretty easy to do. You have a set of tools, a couple of friends, you can do this in one afternoon. So we have here different brake pad sizes, and it does not take a genius to see which can brake better. Obviously, the big brake pad versus the small brake pad. And this is where the third part of the equation comes in, the brake caliper. This is your brake pad. This wears down. Its job is to keep wearing down. This is a friction material. This one presses along the disc here, both sides. If you don't have your foot on the pedal, it's slightly gapped like that. But once you press it, it will press down. Then it will cause this to slow down. This gets worn out over time. And the easiest way to see if it needs changing, you just simply take a look at it. You can see through your wheels and through the brake pads. If it goes down to this line, then yeah, time to change. And as this goes down, as it wears down, you will feel your brake pedal get deeper and deeper and deeper. When you change to a fresh set of pads, your brake pedal automatically becomes firm again, just like magic. Now, you can buy several different brands of this one. There's, of course, OEM, there's replacement, there's Japanese replacement, there's Korean replacement, there's brand name performance brake pads. So which should you buy? Get whatever you can afford. It's come to a point that there's no such thing as a bad brake pad. All of them will stop your car. It's just that if you want something better, then you go for the brake pad brands that are known for performance, like Brembo is one that does OEM pads, EBC is another one, Hawk is another one. They have a different compound here that once it reaches operating temperature, allows it to grip the brake disc more, causing you to slow down faster. Note I said slowing down, not stop. This is what actually applies the force from your foot down to the brakes itself. You can see these are the two brake pads here. That's the brake disc in there. So this will squeeze down on the brake disc once you press the pedal. This is a 4-piston caliper. Why is it 4? Because there are literally 4 pistons here. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 cylinders here. Your normal car has 1, maybe 2 pistons at the most. That's it. This is a big brake setup. Why is it bigger? It's bigger than this standard rotor that's supposed to be for this Civic. And the way that it works, very simple. Physics. The longer the distance here, this is basically a lever. The longer the distance, the more force you can generate by applying it on the end. So this is it. That's how big brakes work in essence. And then another myth that is proliferating has to do with big wheels. Why do all these supercars have big wheels that everybody wants to emulate? It's because the need to house bigger brakes. It's not just because it looks nice and has more grip. No, they have big wheels to house big brakes. That's the only reason why supercars have big wheels. And on a final note, I always like to say you can have too much power, but you can never have too much braking. So when do you want to upgrade your brakes? Oh, trust me, you will know the time comes. You will have 1 or 2 close calls and will say that, oh, I should need to upgrade my brakes already. So there, now you have a better understanding of how your car brakes works and is it worth upgrading the brakes or not? Now you know.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride was made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your electronic automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.